one's here, but hi, people who will soon be here. Let's see how everyone's doing. It's been a while since I went live. My girlfriend got me this sword necklace. People ask me why I have a snake necklace, and to be honest with you, it's just a random piece of jewelry that I could enchant. Hey, T-Man. Hey, Tsumeki. Hello, Jarl Balgriff the Greater. Sup, Dawn Park. Hello, Lavessa. Love Vessa. Hello, Fintum. Void Sage, what's up? Hello, Enyo, and thank you. How am I doing? Pretty good. Glad to hear it, Zion. Our names, LMAO. I have people with way weirder names, man. Morning, Seti the Redcap. It's 1:30 a.m. here. Love when people try to say my online name. Good job trying. Thank you. Don't patronize me. No. Oh, you're playing D&D? Oh, no, I misunderstood. Yes. Which Cliffa do I associate Croquelle with? I'm not sure. All right, so in my PDF, called The Rites of Akareim, you know how you're supposed to fill in the blank, one of the blanks with your patron demon's name? I was trying to get someone who didn't have a patron demon to try the rites. And she was like, what do I do for the patron? So the answer to that would be you fill the name with any demon who can initiate you through all the spheres. Like, to my understanding, Satan, Astaroth, and Flurius are all capable of initiating someone through any sphere. So if you don't have a patron, you can just replace, that blank with one of those names. Have I ever worked with Mahal? No. Glad to hear it, Pogo. Pogo Kowalski. What have y'all been up to magically? I've been working on that, I've been working on the, Apotheosis Rite of Marduk that I released. I'm on, like, my third or fourth performance. Very welcome, Inyo. Exploring possibilities of DMT. I have never done DMT. I almost got to do it. I met a dude who makes it, right? But that dude had about as much follow through as a heroin addicted teenager. So, nothing ever came of it. That dude was always canceling on me or ghosting me. Man, shit was ridiculous. And when he canceled, he wouldn't cancel till like 11 p.m. at night, at which point I've spent my whole day waiting on his dumbass. I blocked him eventually. Hello there, Dragon DW11. Studying Practical Kabbalah, very good. You went to a funeral and brought some books. Sorry for your loss, if it is your loss. You're friends with a dude who makes DMT. Literally just gives me grams for free all the time. That's awesome as hell, man. Maybe I'm not meant to take DMT. Maybe that's why I got canceled on twice and stood up twice. That was fucking annoying. I was so fucking mad. I'm like, I am so done with you. It was your loss, your last grandparent. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry to hear that, man. My grandfather died when I was pretty young. the other grandfather kind of like ran out on his side of the family, because he left the mother, my grandma, for a mistress he met while volunteering at church, which is hilarious. Um, so yeah, I have two grandmas, and that's it on in terms of grandparents. DMT will find you when it's necessary. Oh shit. Maybe you are meant to take it, but not yet. Maybe. You're thinking of doing the Marduk run? You want to redo the Mass of Divination, Kings of Cliff Arthur Rulers, though, a few more times first. Hell yeah. Those rights are fun. I use those too. Ooh. You know the series I have, the Satanic Gnosis of Various Fiends? I'm actually, for the first time, going to be having a guest help me with an entry in that. So me and Augustus Grigori are going to be covering 3 unrecorded demons together. He's channeled one of the sigils, I've channeled the other 2. 3 unrecorded demons. One named Lamestura, one named Dagarash, and the other whose name I have to read before I can remember it off the top of my head. Yeah, Augustus Grigori is back on YouTube. If y'all didn't know about him, he's a friend of mine. He temporarily made a YouTube channel where he shared his gnosis on black magic. He's awesome as fuck. If you've seen me cover the unrecorded demon Tanzorol, it was alongside Augustus that I first summoned that being. Anytime we video chat, portals start opening for no reason. All types of spirits manifest. It's crazy. But a while back, he was told, like, look, you got to get rid of almost all of your fucking occult equipment except for the essentials, and you have to delete your YouTube channel. They made that dude start over. And now, he's back on YouTube. You can look him up. It's Augustus Grigori. Sorry to hear that, T-Man. I'm glad she lived to be so old. Do I have an opinion on if Satan is the same entity as Samael? So to me, Satan, Samael, and Lucifer are separate. But the being I refer to as Lucifer is not the only being who's okay with being called Lucifer. And the being that I refer to as Satan is not the only being who's okay with being referred to as Satan. You know? So I would say they aren't the same, but Samael might let you call him that. I feel like they're different. To me, Samael embodies the full extent of demonic and angelic divinity. Right? He's very much that hybrid. Some people believe there's 2 Samaels, but I had a friend who worked with Samael the Archangel, and I was working with Samael the Demon. We just kept talking about our experiences with Samael. We were like, yo, we're definitely talking to the same being. There are not 2 Samaels. There is one. You say that if you think if I did DMT, it'd probably be similar to something you've experienced spiritually. Well, the beings that people report seeing on DMT, you don't have to be on DMT to see them. The jesters, the mantids. I saw both Adderall when I saw the mantids. But my friends were there and they could see them too, so it was real. I didn't like take enough Adderall to hallucinate ever, but except for minor, like tactile hallucinations. No visual and auditory hallucinations. I did see the mantids without DMT, and I have seen the jesters as well. If you look at my blog, there's an old post that has like a sigil and a summoning chant to summon the jesters without DMT. Hello, Dava King. Zion says that DMT is like going to the 5th dimension, he thinks. It was communicated to me by showing me a cube, and it looks like a cube from those videos without understanding different dimensions. Have you seen them? Inyo says, after the vampiric empowerment you did for me, not only did my life become better, I realized there's a scar on your body that relates to him, and he melted. Yeah, this scar right here on my arm. So, all right, so when I bloodlet, I've pretty much always been using the same dull knives over and over again for the last few years, right? So I know exactly how hard to cut. It's routine for me. But when I was doing his empowerment, um, I wasn't thinking. I was using a brand new pocket knife that was just sharp as fuck. So I accidentally, I cut how hard I normally would, and it just went deep. I was like, oh shit. Ah shit. That was a mistake. I made a tactical fucking error. Oh well. I made good use of the extra blood. Offered it to random spirits and shit. I usually only offer blood to Kingu during that rite, but this time I was offering blood to a lot of the spirits called on in that rite. There was a lot of extra. But yeah, no. Got a probably permanent scar now because of that. That is not going away. Alright. You're like a noob in this stuff, but just check out late Joshua's stuff. May he rest in peace. Awesome gnosis. For sure. DMT is largely useful if you take it as part of a ritual. It's the easiest to direct and work with intentionally. I feel like you'd have a really good experience if you traveled to Safariel and DMT. I'll keep that in mind. Hello, Jen Jenny. Huh? DMT sounds awesome. Does the Draco Sophian Book of Emanation also initiate the celebrant through Chokma and Kether? Yes. Hello, Indigo Blood Witch. Did you ever try overdosing Benadryl? No, I have not. I don't teach love magic, holy devil. um, my bad, Inyo. Yes, they are, Zion. What is a vampiric empowerment? It's a ritual service I offer called the Vampire's Boon. It's the cheapest ritual service I have. It empowers someone specifically for vampirism. It calls on Kingu, Santa Muerte, various demons. Yeah. Um, has anyone mistaken the scars for SH scars? Oh yeah, all the time. One dude thought they were signs of abuse. I don't know whether or not Ariel serves Jehovah. It's my favorite game. I'm actually not a gamer. I haven't played a video game in years. Hello, Adam. What is referred to as the exalted sphere, I suppose? That's probably Kether or something. I don't remember. Can a non-demonic entity give you an aura of lust? If so, which should I work with and why? How does it work? Um, so, the Egyptian deity Katesh would be good for that. Um, Aphrodite should be good for it too. So, you can build something called personal magnetism, which is a spiritual, it's just, which is a spiritual fucking. It's like the spiritual equivalent of charisma. It's personal. But then there's sexual magnetism, which is almost, I guess, think of it almost like the spiritual equivalent of pheromones, right? Um, it's just like a part of your energy that just makes you more attractive and desirable. So you can enchant certain necklaces To boost sexual magnetism, I have a spell that temporarily boosts my sexual magnetism, calling only on my higher self. I mean, you can have beings permanently boost your sexual magnetism. I've had to answer some questions about that. So, like, if you don't know how to seduce people, sexual magnetism probably won't be the solution. It'll, it just helps. It's a boost. Think of it like cologne or a cooler outfit, It helps. Um, yeah. One man once asked me, like, if I get really strong sexual magnetism, will lesbians want to fuck me? I was like, no. No. It's not mind control. The gays are still gonna be gay. And I really wouldn't recommend being someone's little experiment. Has not gone well for me previously. How can you remember your soulmate from past lives? I mean, there's a lot of ways that past life gnosis comes to you. Like, entities can help you re-experience shit like that. You can just get visions by meditating. Sometimes the shit just comes to you. Always a good night when my favorite, the one and only Couch Wizard, goes live. Good to see you, Sinister Rights. Are my messages being filtered out? I'm seeing you, XYZZ. Ginny hates games. Hello, Matthew. Video games are fun. I have played some since I kind of grew out of them. I never got back into them for real after college, but I haven't played a few times afterwards. They are fun, but like getting back into video games would seem like a really huge commitment, if that makes sense. Sinister Right says, what if I want to suppress your sexual magnetism? I'm such a Sigma male Chad that too many women throw themselves at me. I know the wordage of it makes it sound like it's a joke, but it's not. Yeah, you could like enchant a necklace so that like only people you actually intend to get with uh can feel your magnetism. Yeah, that's something I gotta work on too, finding a way to dampen it or keep people who are like crazy and obsessive from sensing it, because I have like crazy bitches at this point. Like one chick who I rejected a year and a half ago, blocked on everything. She, I found out that she thought one of her friends' novels was psychically predicting her and I getting together. I was like, no, that is psychotic. It's been a year and a half. You have to take no for an answer at this point, dude. Like, it's a year and a half. Like, fuck, date someone else, dude. You never had a shot with me. Demons mess with me and tickle my feet. That's hilarious. Sigma male Chad, indeed. God. Men keep trying to make me straight. Thank you for saying that. Let the gays be gay. You're quite welcome, man. Don't hit on the gays, man. Unless you're the sex that they're into. Don't do it. Just accept the friend zone. The friend zone is not a bad thing, man. You can't date everybody. You can't fuck everybody. The hell? What on earth? No, you gotta be kidding me. Put on an island boy haircut and your magnetism should suppress. Alright. Got interested in why demons and angels are most known and popular types of spirits. Well, Christianity is the dominant religion in this country. That's probably why. How have I been doing with the summer heat? Well, I'm nocturnal, so I don't really have to worry about it. Being a muff diver myself, men that go after gay women are transparent as fucking annoying. I bet, dude. I bet. You heard that the best thing for an aura of sexual magnetism is by working with the succubus from Lilith. Is that true or not? Please explain why. I mean, I don't know what the best way to get sexual magnetism is, but Lilith and her spirits can provide it. Lots of entities can provide it. Lots of demons can give you sexual magnetism, including those that are not viewed as succubi or incubi. Cetri would be good. Asmodeus would be good, even though I consider both to be incubi and succubi. Satan could give you some. Just a lot of spirits can. Are more of my old memoirs going to be uploaded to Patreon? Yeah, it turns out I forgot to, put out the Grimoire of Veil Workings. How did I forget that one? That one's important. So I'm going to be prepping that for re-release soon. You gotta be kidding me. You're a beginner. What should you do after learning, grounding, meditation, all the other exercise tape stuff? Was watching your playlist and didn't know what to do after that. Shit. Rituals. What I would do at that point is research how to safely work with spirits and start doing it. You're clearly doing something right because you've had no interest in 4 years. But I'm happy with my cats, so have some of my energy. The amount of men that have told me they'll straighten me out. Ugh. Unacceptable. Fucking unacceptable. Men, leave that person alone. How dare you? Early in my practice of experience, my leg being pulled and jolting out of sleep. What was the reason for that? To me, that usually... Sometimes I have, muscle spasms. The spirits will, make my shit twitch to keep me from falling asleep. That's usually because I have something I'm supposed to do. Or something I'm supposed to find out. Opinions on weed? It helps with chakra meditation. But I kept getting my mantras mixed up when I... I was doing, the mudras wrong. What advice would you give to yourself when you started if you could speak to yourself from this position? For one thing, I would tell young me, look, just because you can summon spirits doesn't mean you should experiment with every single pantheon out there. Some shit is not going to work for you. You're getting good results with demons, and Hecate, focus on them. Stop trying to summon every fucking little thing. And stop viewing Lilith and the Goetic demons as too popular and overrated. Lilith is your spiritual mother, and you consider her overrated, you dumbass. Yeah, I'm best friends with, one chick who rejected me. It's wonderful. I'm friends with her man, too. Sinister Rights has even tried being a total douche to some of these women that are attracted to him, and it seriously only seems to make them more attracted to him. God damn. That's that bullshit. Yeah, I probably need to like find a way to fucking. I need to find a way to veil my energy, man, because fucking too many women from my past don't want to move on. Is Belial created by God? I would say no. I don't astral travel that much. What's my opinion of Jewish people saying Lilith is closed? Um, it's just not true. It's just not fucking true. Um, there are plenty of Jewish people who will tell you quite readily it's not closed, and saying that only Jews can approach the demon is vaguely anti Semitic, because there is a known anti Semitic trope of like Jews secretly worshiping Satan. Um, there's a lot of false information about closed practices. What isn't closed out there. It's just a sad sight to see. Lilith does not give a shit about your race. You can work with her. JS says he's bigger than you, lol. Yeah. He told me he made a video where he like made fun of me a bit in a comedic way. I haven't seen it yet, but he like took the time to message me and make sure I knew that it was a joke. And he has full permission to roast me. Back in the day, I had this YouTube series called YouTubers I've Tried and Failed to Kill, um, where I would promote YouTubers I like by pretending they were my arch enemies and that I hated them. And then at the end of the video, I'd tell people to subscribe to them. I deleted that series because like people got mixed up and actually thought I was trying to kill all those fucking people. I was like, well, this series is over. Nope, ruined it. That's why I don't Google my name anymore. It was in the Balg forums too. Like, who tried to kill J.S. Garrett, man? I'm like, oh. I wouldn't say obsessed, but that woman blocked for years. JS says he is bigger than you. He might be. The world may never know. You haven't meditated for months, yet somehow you opened your third eye chakra and can see stuff when my eyes are closed. What called psychic ability? I think that's called clairvoyance. What necklace am I wearing? So, this is a snake necklace from Spencer's, and this is the sword that my girlfriend got me. What's my opinion on Balg? They have released some really good books. Obviously, I haven't read most of them, but a lot of them were really, really good and really helpful to my growth. I would say probably the Book of Azazel was the best Balg book I've read. That shit changed my entire view of pacts. Do I smoke weed and is it spiritual? Very fucking rarely. Like, I smoke socially every, like, probably like twice a year at most. It's nice. I like beer better. Um, let's see. In my experience, marijuana, it can help with spirit communication if you have like mental blockages preventing it. And it does seem to amplify the strength of chakra meditations. No, Mog, I don't know that they're being given prerequisites. Sun says that was an egregore book? Shit. I haven't worked with the unrecorded demons that Coetting mentioned in that book, but that was a really useful thing to read. And, you know, completely changed my understanding of pacts. Why exactly do I say that all the archangels like Michael, Raphael, and Samael don't serve Jehovah? There are a lot of people that say they do serve him. Maybe some of Jehovah's emissaries impersonate those entities. That would be a good explanation. In my experience, they don't. I'm not sure how to answer your question, Trickstar. What's my opinion on the Cabal? Well, I've been in the Cabal for, what, 2.5 years? Pretty great so far. I'm definitely glad that I joined, that the EAGM is the way he is, because a lot of people, yeah, I didn't know how outsiders would react to the fact that I'm now part of an online group. Basically, exes I've blocked, fucking stalkers I rejected, they all see this online group as a way to get to me. Like, oh, there's something I can try to get him kicked out of. Oh, there's someone I could threaten because they're close to him. Oh, if I get into the temple, he might have to unblock me. Oh, let's see if I can, like, pit people in the temple against him. The EAGM sees through fucking everybody, dude. Like, some of the people who've tried that shit, he saw through them instantly. I had to find out what those people were like the hard way and then block them. He just sees through them all instantly, man. It's great. Like, if I was part of a group led by someone else, I might be in some fucking trouble, man. I did not expect that shit. Like, one dude tried to, like, get me kicked out, failed miserably, and then threw a public tantrum dragging the Cabal and got cursed over it. And when I say dragging the Cabal, I mean bashing them in a YouTube video. So I have not found it controlling in any meaningful capacity. There was one dude who was a little overbearing in some cases, but not enough for me to have a complaint. Most of the people I've met there are pretty fucking awesome. I've definitely learned a lot about magic, learned a lot of great spells. I've gotten to work rituals alongside a lot of really awesome people. I've definitely benefited from being part of it very strongly. I definitely feel like I made the right choice by joining. But it can complicate things a little bit. Just being in a group with rules, you know? It can complicate things a bit. Because say I do fall out with somebody and they try some fucked shit, then I have to fucking... I can't necessarily handle it the way I would, you know, if I weren't part of a blood pact bound temple. That can provide, you know, complications. And of course, you know, people I've just blocked and tried to move on from, they can say, oh, if I get in this temple, maybe I can get unblocked. Ooh, maybe I can try and get close to some of these people and, like, try and use them to harass him. And being part of an online group does provide some complications. I'll admit that. But still very worth being part of. Last week you had some weird spirit manifest in the backseat of your car while you were driving. She had bone white skin and hair, and white hair, and was dancing in the backseat when I looked at my rear view. I have had spirits manifest in the seat of a car before. It's cool as fuck. How long does the Temple of Maya Jirai take to ship purchased magical products and services? Well, every person you could hire from the Cabal is running their own business. So my business is not related to the EAGM's business, Imperator Kane Sariel's business, anybody else's. My shit's just mine. And they can say the same. So that's going to vary by person, and it's going to vary, you know, by various circumstantial factors. I personally have gotten pretty quick completion when I've hired other temple personnel. And I try to give the same to temple personnel who have hired me. Well, I try to give the same to everybody, but sometimes I'm slow. Does being asked random questions on media 24/7 get tiring? Sometimes. Like, I literally do live streams to get asked questions. Getting asked the same question when I've already publicly answered it multiple times, that can be annoying. Like back in the day on TikTok, I used to get constant, what are your book recommendations? What are your book recommendations? What are your book recommendations? And I've had book recommendations on my blog since 2019, so that was frustrating as hell. Um, Favorite cereal? Shit, Frosted Flakes. Not Frosted Flakes. Frosted Cheerios. Um, as for getting asked questions all the times, sometimes it makes me feel kind of pressured, you know? Like, say I make a video or a post covering uh, a ton of different spirits, and then I get like comments saying, like, oh, what about this spirit? What about that spirit? Like, it makes me feel pressured, like, I'm expected to know everything, and that kind of sucks. I'm gonna wrap up a couple last questions before I go. He deserved it, though, dragging your name and so many chances that he got from you and others. Facts. Cabal is a great example of how a true Black Lodge works. Agreed. Agreed, Matthew. What is my thoughts on Simeon Toko? I'm unfortunately not familiar with that person. Does it make sense that my guides told me to initiate into Sephira instead of the Tunnels of Set after finishing the cliff off because that has more to offer you? Yeah, that makes sense. These sphere workings are a very personal thing. A very personal thing. So if your guides are saying, okay, switch to the Sephiroth for a bit, go for it, man. Go for it. When I first started with the cliff off, I didn't even want to initiate to the Sephiroth, man. But the demons were telling me do it. So I did. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Have a great night and enjoy your immortality. Yeah. Thanks for coming.